What's up, party people? Lots changed since the last time I did the video of my teardown of my 38-foot G or 38G Itasca motorhome. Not trying to make a name for myself. I'm just trying to give you guys some helpful advice on what I'm experiencing. There's a lot of helpful videos out on YouTube, so you can take what I'm saying for what it is and choose your own method, but I'm going with what I'm finding out. I'm going to flip around the camera right now and show you what I've been dealing with. So last time we spoke, I came in here, there was padded upholstery valances over the windows, tore all those out. There was a desk slash what they thought was a kitchen table, but it wasn't. It was a huge piece of shit. Not very functional, but tore all that out. I did tear up the Luan on the slide out because there was 2 holes punctured in the floor right here, and what it appears to be is some overweight person might have leaned over to pick up a fork that they dropped off the floor and poked 2 holes in the floor, because what was over this area was nothing but carpeting and some 1/8" plywood, so not a whole lot of support, which is why I'm putting plank flooring in here. But I tore up all the carpeting and tile to this point. A freaking bazillion staples. There was probably 20,000 staples from that corner to here. Apparently they didn't want a typhoon rolling through here and pulling up the carpet. But anyways, so you can see the structure, the frame structure of the slide out. I'm not sure of the frame placement and the supports, but this area probably supported a couch or a couple of love seats, which I think there might have been the need for more support. But this is what your floor is on your slide out. This is a piece of really thin aluminum sheeting with a piece of 1.5" foam, styrofoam, and a piece of 1/8" Luan plywood over this whole section. That's what's supporting your floor. So if you ever wanted to know what's underneath your flooring, that's what's underneath it. The problem I experienced was there were 2 holes poked in the floor, which looks like somebody leaned over on their chair a little excessively, broke through the 1/8" Luan and damaged the styrofoam underneath the flooring. So I had to take up the plywood and cut out a section of the flooring. You can buy this sheet of 1.5" styrofoam at Home Depot. It's in the insulation aisle. It's $20 a 4x8 sheet. I only need a small piece of it. Obviously you can see that's the piece that I'm replacing, but you know, we made a lot of progress. I tore all the gaudy, just to give you an idea, that kind of nonsense was around every window. Yeah, 80-year-old lady stuff, ugly. So I still got a lot of work to do in here, but I'm making progress. I got the carpet cut back to here. Tore all the flooring off of the slide. I got new 1/8" wood to go down on top of this, but I want to get this piece fixed first and secured. I'm gonna put some liquid nail on this aluminum track that runs along here, because the year and make and model of this is a flush mount, which means that the slide out comes up on a track. So it raises up off the floor, the main floor, about 3 inches, and then when you retract it, it goes down and drops into a track. So this, technically, this piece and this piece should be flush with each other. They are for the most part, but in the corners they're not. And I know there's an adjustment underneath with some screw jacks that we can change that a little bit. But to put plank flooring in here, I'm gonna have to put some shims in the corner here and maybe overlap it by 1 inch, so when I drop the floor down on the slide out, it is level and or overlaps the flooring on the main flooring section. we'll get to that point when that happens, but I just wanted to do a little quick video to show you what I'm experiencing with this slide out with a flush mount. This is a 2004. I know they did that back then. Nowadays, the slide outs sit above by about a ½ inch, so there's a step, and I didn't really care for the step, which is why I was looking for this unit. So we'll work with what we have here, but like you can see, and I'm going to try and get down here to where you can get a good idea, but you can kind of see the difference in the level of flooring. So like this is the aluminum plate that the carpet was screwed to, but it was folded over the edge. There's a tack strip or a screw strip that goes underneath the slide, and there's a ton of sheet metal screws and a thin metal strip that holds the carpet. So I had to raise the slide out to get the carpeting out. I gotta still get all this jute backing and glue and crap off of this little drop down, but I'm gonna have to make a little ramp right here because this corner and the far corner back this way are lower than the center of the floor, and there's about a 12-foot span between where it starts to drop, where it's level. So the two corners of the slide out are lower than the stationary flooring. So I'm gonna have to make some kind of ramp and figure out how I'm gonna do the flooring here, but we'll figure it out and we'll get there and we'll do a video, so that'll show what we're doing. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm running into and how I'm dealing with it. But like you can see, there's a little bit of floor damage there. I don't know, right behind, we took that gaudy ass mirror down off the wall because it was on some kind of weird bracketry. I thought it was a strip of double-sided tape here and here, but it ended up being just a bracket that we had to lift the mirror up and bring it out, which would make sense because that exposes your shower valve and your water for the shower. This wall is super thin, non-supportive. You can push on it and wiggle it. So I wouldn't suggest hanging anything from there other than maybe like a lightweight canvas photo or picture or something, maybe with some Velcro on all four corners. You could stick it up on the wall to cover that. I'm just not going to put that mirror back up there because the mirror was ugly. My next project after I get this done is tearing up all this linoleum squares. I've torn up a couple of them. There's a freaking shit ton of adhesive on the floor. Your shoes stick to it, and they use staples. I still got to tear out this section of flooring here, get rid of that little freaking flip out desk, and then tear out the rest of the carpeting up here. That's for this next weekend. I only had Saturday to do what I did here because I had to help a friend move, because that's what happens when you have a pickup truck and a trailer. You volunteer yourself, whether you like it or not, friends that don't have the means of moving themselves, and that's what I did. I just wanted to show you what I've got going on. I got, it looks way brighter in here. It looks way better already without all that crap around the windows. I'm getting rid of all the crap like that and all these, and I'm putting in some new modernized pocket lights and a wall sconce that's up to date, not in the 90s. But I'll do a video on that later. I just wanted to do a quick video and show you what I'm experiencing. That's all electricity for the slide. It takes the 12 volts to the inverter and runs it along the back wall here to where the TV is in the back bedroom and all that nonsense. So that's a necessity. I'm going to build a little cover that goes over that, so when I do put like a futon or a couch in here or something like that, I'm probably going to go with a futon because I don't want a sofa couch, because those are ridiculous. They're uncomfortable. Futons are way more comfortable. I'm going to do that instead, but that's what that is. Every slide out has those. So and then I'm going to start the process of pulling all this wallpaper down, and I'll do a video on that too. It's a simple process of just heating up the glue on the back side of it, get in a corner and just start peeling stuff. You got to score some strips and pull it down, but that's what I'm gonna be doing next. That's this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to make it up to this area here, which goes into the bedroom. I don't have the lights on back there, but like you can see already, I got to get rid of all that gaudy crap. There's a ton of carpet back there. Thinking about tearing this pantry out of here, getting rid of this gas-powered electric fridge, putting in a full-size fridge in this area. Whatever space I have left over, I can do a spice rack or something, maybe between the wall where the pocket door is. I'm gonna get rid of that stove because, I mean, realistically, who's baking when you're RVing? That stove won't even fit a standard size cookie sheet. It's not big enough. So I'm gonna get rid of that, get one of those induction heat ranges that sits down inside here. We'll figure out how to do the custom fill-ins on the sides, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of that. That's going to be an open area where I can use for storage, for putting pots and pans. Underneath that door is the inverter for the solar charger, so I have to keep that where it's at. But I'm going to have all this space right here that I can use for extra storage. I'll do a video on that when I get to that point, but other than that, just wanted to give you a heads up. It's kind of messy in here, but it is what it is. It's part of the demo process, and I will get back to you when I have another video.